One of the country's top federal law enforcement officials, the director of the U.S. Marshals Service, is here in the Triangle this afternoon talking about ways to reduce violence right here in our own backyards. Josh Chapin, live now here in downtown Raleigh. Josh, you were the only reporter at this meeting today. What are the strategies they talked about to make our communities safer?
Well, Steve, we got to ask this top law enforcement leader a whole list of questions today, including what's being done to bring down violent crime right here in the capital city. As you mentioned, ABC 11, the only station in the room here in downtown Raleigh, speaking exclusively with the top director of the United States Marshals Service. He mentioned technology is one thing that's being done to bring down violent crime, and drilling down and doubling down on some of the relationships with local law enforcement, including the Raleigh Police Department and the Wake County Sheriff's Department. Ronald Davis is the director of the U.S. Marshals Service. He was here in Raleigh, here downtown, for a visit in the Eastern District, and a 90-minute roundtable discussion this afternoon with local law enforcement leaders, including the Wake County Sheriff's Office, the Raleigh Police Department, and the Department of Public Safety. We, again, were the only local media organization in the room at the North Carolina Bar Association. Davis telling us that in 2023 they arrested 73,000 fugitives countrywide. 5,400 of those, the most violent offenders, brought on homicide charges. They also recovered, get this, 4,000 firearms.
That is the kind of thing that's necessary to drive crime down when you're focusing on the worst of those that are wanted for violent crime. I've had to visit at least 10 deputies and task force officers who have been shot in the line of duty. So I do want the American people and the community to know that that number, 74,000 fugitives, and most of these are for violent crime, with over 5,400 being homicide, does not come at no cost.
One of those most recent costs coming not too far from here in Greensboro just before the new year. Deputy Sergeant Dale Nix, he was off duty. He was killed as he was trying to confront a couple of folks who were trying to steal beer at a Sheetz over in Greensboro. Davis, the deputy director of the U.S. Marshals, will be going to the sergeant's funeral tomorrow in Greensboro. Coming up at 6 o'clock, Stephen Lauren, we also have an update on a high-profile case you might remember about a year and a half ago. Wake County Sheriff's Deputy Ned Bird was killed here, and there's been an effort to bring his killer back from Mexico. We have a full update on that coming up at 6 o'clock. Back to you guys.